TA gusto immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad matatag!
Normally.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to reach the sniper with refraction on cover. Like, is the idea anyway, which is why this Underlord pick is actually pretty good. He's gonna be great at shutting down the Chen army with his DOT on the Firestorm. He's got a fantastic route that is dished out some pain when it comes to this. Oh my god, this is gonna be a juicy first blood. Rise is just opening up onto Dendi as they will let loose here onto the stand, and down he goes. Monkey next in a bit of a rough spot, but Rise is also falling low. A second charge of shrapnel is gonna be thrown down as Flea rebounds over. That's the kill onto Monkey. Flea with a stick. Ought to be able to evade this. The DOTs, not enough. He evades with just 25 HP here. Rudy can't quite catch him with the rest.
The battle begins.
A little bit more skirmishing down bottom as Pale Horse finds himself in a bit of a pickle and just simply killed off. 3 dead here just after the horn in favor of Alpha. It's certainly a fairly good start for them. It looks like they might end up dropping Pingu here, who is going to go down to on Flea, which is coming momentarily for the both of them. There's level 2 for Flea, and this wave ought to give level 3 as well to Monster. They're going to just go for the disposed play. Monkey did get at least off this battery assault level 1. It's not going to be enough to save him. He will return to the lane level 1, which is going to be a bit painful. Oh, apologies. I thought I muted the mic. Oh no, and I missed the kill mid. It's actually the rotation of Pingu first. That's a little bit surprising. That honestly, it's not the Rubik, but instead the Chen that ends up rotating here. And you know what? It was even a solo kill. This Monkey is going to die yet again in this bottom lane. Reanimate Heroes top lane with the smoke breaking. Dendi is going to set it up. A nice hook shot out from Monkey. Sets up the initiation to follow suit from Rudy. There's a TP coming. It is Monster, but it's the assassinate of Pale Horse from down in the lane that is going to collect the kill. Down bottom underneath this tier 1 tower, Gremlo is falling quickly here to the Alpha with buff damage here. Puck as well with the Witchblade. He's completely alone and is going to be sacrificed essentially. I think he picks off the Chen army. Careful here though. Fight is coming. Rises, looking to jump his man. Soul is caught by the Aether Remnant, but the damage is immense onto Rudy, and he's finished off between the 3 auto attacks of Rises, who shows up to skirmish just with Deso. He's rewarded with it with 2 kills. Gremlo's not going to want to go through that Fiend's Gate. In fact, they're going to take it down bottom onto him. Rises, hello, he says, old friend. Monster even is going to use the Exorcism. Gremlo probably just cackling in comms. Yep, he's not a fan of this. No TPs going from Arkosh Gaming as he sets up the Fiend's Gate, and he will be death to Argana. Not only will they rotate top lane, they're going to smoke and try to look for Pale Horse as the smoke will break. Flea easily close the gap. Doesn't really need a Blink Dagger versus a Sniper when you think about it. Here comes Arkosh though. Really it's just Gremlo for now. The Fiend's Gate set up into the tier 2 tower. I actually think the Chen is taking it. Yeah, it's Rises. He's coming top lane. Right back to kill onto Gremlo as he the first kill is secured using the coil lockdown. Rises blinks forward. Get this first Aegis. If you just kind of look at this graph that I got it 5 minutes ago, right? So, you know, it's significant with the net worth lead that they gained. But as far as map control, okay, here's Monkey looking to kick it off. The TA Trap Slow as well is going to help get through the refraction charges. Rudy as well with the Aether Remnant, but he's been silenced, leashed, and killed. Rises, however, is also going to die, and it goes to Pale Horse. Nearly 1,000 gold here into his pocket, and Rudy even gets out. So far, it's just Monkey that they're forced to trade away, but Gremlo is going to still end up dying. TA or not, Rudy going for a hopeful TP out there. Decent attempt anyway with the Aether Remnant. This is for Rudy. In case it's not apparent, he's going for a Yule Scepter. There's another hook shot there. They're trying again here for Rise. They continue to lock him down. That's 2 back-to-back deaths. 500 gold this time here for Monkey. As he gets the last hit. Soul, though, still continuing to engage. Finds the kill into Dendi. The stun's onto Gremlo. He's dying just the Chen army alone. As Soul's going to pump in a couple of auto attacks to finish off the job. This is looking like a team wipe here as the entirety of Alpha are going to collapse onto Arkosh Gaming, and they pick up the team wipe. This is potentially a lane of barracks here. The push is not too fast from Alpha. Still not going for a BKB. He doesn't believe it. Mid lane, though, Flea is kicking things off. He's got a Basher, and he's got a kill onto Dendi. Monkey running for his life. Even the hook shot can't save him there as Rises activates BKB. He cuts through Rudy alongside Soul, and that's 3 more dead, and likely buybacks to be forced here, which is going to even make this net worth deficit look even worse. Or at least it's going to be the next target for Alpha. As the puck getting out of that one. Very fancy. Blink away. TA trap slows. They're going to counter initiate here on the cliff. Gremlin leading them up the charge, but he's going to go down as with Ancients now is Pingu. That's how farm this man is. Monster BK beat up. He's got the fear onto Pale Horse. I think he's going to apply another fear shortly, but luckily they do intercept him here with a nice hook shot. Snapping the coil immediately is going to be Gremlo. He needs to make a little bit more space. They at least get through monsters, but so far it's a 2-for-1 trade. 2 for 3 now as Soul breaking out the lead here in favor of Alpha is what they're fighting against right now. 2 lanes of the super creeps as now Pale Horse is going to be caught. A good telekinesis from Dendi into the Manta style. Pale Horse back into his Ancient, into his Fountain, I mean, but just simply farmed up there, to be honest, by Alpha, who will now turn back to finish game number 1 here. Gremlo's going to give it everything he's got, but I think really all he's got is another kill here for Rises, who's got no more tips for him. He's actually doing a good job here, baiting them into the Fountain. Max Atrophior keeps them alive a bit longer, but eventually the throne's going to go down. Not much Arkosh could do towards the end of this game. It really snowballed out of control. 13-50 here, folks. Was going to be quite the game. Okay. Sure thing, guys.
Choose your hero.
I mean, to be fair, this looks like a decent sniper game, right? You just have the puck jumping him.
Yep. And eventually Flea, who is... So the water runes upcoming are going to be quite important. I wonder if any supports will rotate over. Bot or top, though, is actually where Pingu unable to rely too much here on the Nature's Attendants. However, Rises did get a full sap here on the leash, so it's a level 2, 72 damage.
Ooh,
good
kill.
job done. Could be a double kill as well as Crow. Ooh, I dare say if he took that fight while Rises was streak, that secures you that kill in that specific circumstance. Quick little coil mid. Flea's coming, though. He's going to be too late, I reckon, to break a coil, especially there with the 8th and Remnant, but he might still have a kill, especially with Avalanche continuing to chain stun. Last auto attack prevents the Dissemblate or even the Astral Step.
Some props to Pale Horse for not feeding. He spoke about him having to make a single mistake, and it doesn't look like he's made a lot of them.
No? His position, in my opinion, has always been quite strong. It's more so when enemies actually get their movement out of the line. Good gank by Rudy here, as Pale Horse is going to have to eat a little bit of that soul assumption in exchange, but for the kill, he'll be very, very happy to have that one. Top lane, Rises looking to evade Gremlo. He's silence, can't toss the concoction, even if he could. Wouldn't have been able to really find Rises there into the trees. Another Pale Horse with Mask of Madness. Max headshot, max shrapnel. As Monkey at least getting through these raindrop charges that Soul has. The jaunts might be forced out, but I mean, it feels just about impossible here. Gremlo looking for a target now on the unstable concoction as Monkey is going to be sacrificed. They cancel Gremlo's TP. They had 2 ways of canceling it as Pingu is looking to try and kill off Pale Horse. Puck is actually going to come through, look to finish the job himself with the auto attacks. It's going to be Flea with the Avatos, who picks up 2 kills there. A third now onto Crow. Pale Horse only getting Pingu for this, and it's Alpha who managed it because he did it, and I guess the bug was in place. The pros know what it looks like. I have no idea what it looks like. Rises identified it before we launched into lobby for game 1 as Flea's died in mid lane. They should have a Mystic Flare. If they need it, they probably don't, but maybe they should have committed it because now the coil is dropped here onto Rudy. They get through the Resonant Pulse Shield, and he's killed off. Monkey rebounds in and is going to just try to run away. Should be able to make it out. Actually, I'm not so sure. Soul, he's got the straight line speed there thanks to the Illusory Orb with the Witchblade slow as well. They do silence up the Soul, who is going to be stunned now. No Mystic Flare, not enough mana for it, though. It was actually on cooldown, used earlier, I believe. No. Looks like they're going to try and avoid these heroes coming out of the Roche pit, but they might turn now onto Monkey, as there's going to be the nice silence onto 2. They even get through the Aegis just like that. They cut through Rudy like butter, and I think they got his second life here. Coil committed. They didn't even have to commit anything for his first life. He tried to snap Coil there with Yule Scepter. A good effort was made, but he dies all the same. Oh, God, that was not good.
Oh, you Aegis?
Nope. Not very valuable at all.
I wouldn't hate it.
Maybe just Echo's fine enough, but Shard is cheaper. Monster now has his Silence as the Grave Egg Scepter, as Flea's going to be the one to get caught. Can't get off his BKB. That's not the best reveal he could have hoped for. He's going to take a death. But Arkosh, are they going to approach the Hill of Death? Not this time, they won't. Pale Horse as
Uno
well.
rises.
He's feeling pretty strong.
Rises run.
As rises. He's going to be jumped by Gremlo. Gremlo, he's getting revenge here for how terrible his first 2 games, where he's assisted as well by Monkey as a Gremlo. He's got to back up. He actually lost a lot of his damage here. Still gets the kill eventually. Come on, tip him. Tip him. Yeah, that's what we need.
Monster under your bed.
Nope. Nope. Okay, there's 2 fights breaking down. Flea gets off his BKB here, should not really be able to prevent too much of a threat, but down top lane, it's Gremlo who's going to die to the coil and right-click damage of the puck. Rudy did not get down into the river. He 4-steps Flea right into the 8th Remnant, which catches him here into the Mystic Flare, but he's also not going to die here. Crow trying to TP out, no armor, but enough HP to at least make it out alive. So it's just Gremlo that dies. Flea forced to use his first long-duration BKB, though, in exchange for this. So it's not the worst trade, really, possible for Arkosh, but Rudy makes another jump quite aggressively, gets some silence, and now the silence has the grave here. Ought to condemn him. Down he goes. Pale Horse looking for some revenge, and does get that kill. Super creeps with the ranged and the melee. Pretty soon as well, they're going to be, the waves will upgrade again, and we'll have 2 range creeps per wave, which makes getting that ranged barracks even more valuable. The waves will push easily in favor of Alpha then. Pale Horse goes invis here. They've got detection in the area. The rebound. Pale Horse might just be dead. 100-0 to 2 supports. He gets off the BKB, but he's got no life steal, so he just falls way too fast. Monkey as well, even with the what's it called? The passive could not help out his friend there. The sidekick, I keep forgetting this ability's name. The stupidest split push potential in the entire game, as Rudy is gonna just die here between the damage of. Oh no! He lives just on a hair of HP, and now Monster might end up taking a death here, and he will. He goes down. Rudy lives for this. They force back everyone from Arkosh. Has actually Soul showing up to fight here as well. Pingu still alive on a hair of HP. Eventually will die. He actually had Aegis, though. Of course he did. So he's going to respawn. Gremlo charging up another self-stun. And I think just, yes, Wingblade, he will connect onto it.
Right, I was worried for a moment that he was going to miss, but it's okay.
Nah, he hit it just
Whether
fine.
it's restored.
And Flea in the meantime. Yeah, gold for the team, man. And this is concerning because, I mean, it wouldn't be too concerning, I guess, if you were running a 4 Protect 1, but now even the Alchemist is being out-farmed by Pingu, which is, I believe, as they say, a troubling sign.
To be fair, Pingu almost has the same amount of CS.
Dead. Sure, but even with the same amount of CS, you'd expect an Alchemist. Oh, here, ready to go on Crow, and they're going to release that onto Flea. Good reveal here, an easy kill, which also is going to scout the Familiars. Gem is well recovered. Oh, Gremlo's going to pick that up, and he's going to lose it immediately, but I don't think Monster can really get in position here and steal it. Monster, who, by the way, up to level 26, has the +1 Familiar. It significantly increases his damage output, especially... Oh, yeah, especially because he's gone for the 1.5 armor corruption. So now his full armor corruption is... 6, which is just shy of a Deso. Not bad at all.
You need 2 Moonshards to even get through Untouchable in the first place. Magic damage tends to do the trick.
Yes, it does. Lots of deaths here out from Alpha. This might be a buyback forced out from Pingu because for the first time now this game, Arkosh, and really the series I should add, going up to the high ground. Horse with some significant tower damage. Didn't end up going for the Deso. Oh, the Dispose! No way!
No buyback.
No buyback on this puck. Bought out for the Strength Blink. Arkosh might know about this. That's a
5-man team might clutch it and win against the 4-man team.
I think they do. I think they're going to rise up against the odds. Mario might just have been unwinnable for them. Arkosh are going to force a game 3. There it is. Gremlo is dropping his items. Ah, he could not. Oh, he's going to do it. It doesn't count, Gremlo. Not fast enough.
What a game.
I mean, like I said, I knew this wasn't going to be a fast one. 43 minutes for you know, a 4v5, and Alpha honestly completely.
5 seconds remaining.
I do think this is gonna be a really nice. Oh,
Choose your hero.
where's the Visage?
No Visage. It's a Razor off
They
lane.
misclick again? I mean, Alpha does like misclicking, so maybe that's what's on the flow of the lane. Sometimes even if you think you can monster.
Yep. Quick rotation in for Monkey to set up for Pale Horse. He does know how to throw the stun. Does not connect it onto himself. That's going to be allowing Pale Horse to pick up first blood here. Down bottom. Don't really think they can look to set up enough. But there's an avalanche in 8 seconds. Gremlo heading straight for the ancient camps to see what he can get done here. Unfortunately, finds himself tossed and killed to go towards Flea.
Very close. Last game.
That's true. That is true. Of course, this time it is Monster, who may or may not have the disconnect bug as well. Gremlo's going to die again, this time under the tower. 9 stacks of the Napalm on Weaver as Rises once again returns to the game, returns to tip in Gremlo. Top lane, it's going to be Monster who takes a death. Once again, Pale Horse is able to figure out how to throw the stun. Should teach that to Gremlo. But it's going to be Mark with the blink reveal. That's an easy kill here, or is it? With the dispose, the rebound into the coil. Nothing really they can do here on the Sky with Nature, but he's still getting off a couple of spells, including nice Mystic Flare. That's not enough damage for Pingu, who's continuing to tank through Gremlo's fire damage here. Monkey eventually at least gets a kill, but Monster now showing up to the fight to play for some cleanup duty. It's Soldo with 2 kills as the Link is fairly good here for a Razor. It's only 2 points in the Link, so only 22 damage. He did end up putting a max in here at the plasma field. That'll be rewarded here as Soul ends up with 3 kills here in this mid lane scrap. Nice rotation through from Al incoming here as they look to close the door and potentially dive for a tier 2 tower. At least Flea and Monster are looking for the play, and there goes Flea, makes the Avatos play onto Monster, who should collect this kill with ease. Down he goes. Nice play there by Alpha. 7 slot timing if you count like upgraded blink and you get rid of boots. That's when he's at his peak. Every time he's got to, slow down and fight enemies who also have items that are comparable to his, he's not having a fun time, and neither really is Gremlo. So he's going to drop the lasso onto Flea. Nice flame break there to create a little bit of a gap, but he lacks the damage to really do much about this. At least Monkey's able to escape. But Flea is really owning on this Tiny this game, man. He looks amazing. And here they go. Rises kicking off the fight with the kill on the Crow. Balor's going to BKB TP away. They, of course, have nothing to go through that one yet as Monster, who BKB's up, is going to run down Monkey. And it's another have a toss in the mid lane here as Rudy disengaging now. Are really engaging onto Flea with Gremlo showing up. They should have this easily. The force after Flea does force him to go a bit further, but not really an overcommitment whatsoever from Arkosh. We're looking for more now. It's Pingu who's going to stand in the way and scout Gremlo.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Monkey making the jump. No Aether Lens yet on this hero as Pale Horse. Not going to stun himself yet. He's been, well, oh goodness. The initiation, though, is very strong from Alpha. As it's going to be Rudy who's caught. Does get at least that first life off of the Weaver at the cost of his own. Crow TP's away. Still 3 dead. Pale Horse as well on the high ground is going to be able to get out. No vision there provided by Alpha. And not a bad fight, really. But Solo with Lincoln is a bit of a tough target, as well as, of course, Aeon Disc. Strong Dispel, of course, will, if that should proc during a lasso, does free the Pug. However, Flea doesn't have one. They're going to pull him back into the Mystic Flare, which is still invisible for me. Monster as well, running on in. Huge initiation by the Pug. The coil connects onto 2. Gremlo's quite weak already. There's a full Gleipnir for Rise. That is going to guarantee 2 kills. And Crow on the run. BK beat up. Rises. He's going to completely ignore Crow. Pale Horse, is he going to do it? Yes! He stuns himself at last as Rises is going to get that kill onto Crow. Rudy, in the meantime.
You're linked.
Yep. Yeah, it's not been easy, unfortunately, for this Alchemist. He stunned himself twice that fight, didn't he? Oh, of course.
Bingo.
Oh, doesn't have vision.
Oh,
He stunned himself again, and that might be a counter initiation. Rises with the Gleipnir Monster as well. He's going to find the link. Pale Horse, this time he doesn't have BKB for 25 seconds. He's only lost 79 damage, though. As they, oh no, but Arkosh are still losing the fight. They never even got through the Razor. Oh no, Alpha, Soul, and Rise. There's so much damage on the course here. As Arkosh go for a cheeky pickoff, there's going to be the second Gleipnir as well. This one is going to connect onto Pale Horse. The quick dispose at least is going to get him maybe just out of reach here of Alpha, but with 4 dead on Arkosh, I suspect, yep, they're going to continue diving. Another BKB charge forced as Pale Horse continues to be on the run. Rise is giving chase. Gleipnir in 2 will not go into the fountain, however. In fact, here still on Monsters. They continue to stack them onto Rises. Rises as well, backed up by an Aegis for 3 minutes. There's going to be the toss back. Oh, it's a pretty good initiation by Gremlo. They get rid of Flea at the very least, but they just absolutely murder Pale Horse. Thanks to the toss back, there can be no help from Arkosh Gaming. Gremlo's now on the run. Oh, that impetus. Oh, it's a meaty one. That one's juicy, as he would say. Rise is just diving now. Beyond godlike with the double kill. There's the double buyback from Arkosh. Game of there's no buyback on the Alchemist. So there's 3 caught for the Gleipnir Soul immediately to follow up the 3-man waiting rift and the coil. Everyone's just dead, and Pale Horse calls it. He's not going to give Monkey the way out as Pingu's going to go down, and it's going to be Alpha who take the series 2-1.
They did it.
Right.